pretty.
Cartwright coming down the middle is fouled.
Sees everything, Brent. That great ability to feel people. He was a long distance from Bill Cartwright, but Michael Jordan responded with a great give back.
Davis checking in for Chicago. Corzine will sit. (57-48). 7:42, third period. Isaiah bouncing from a horn, who has had a field day in low.
Isaiah punishing with the dribble, set it up.
And Mahorn going out, fouls Jordan.
What happened that time, Bill Cartwright took his time getting down the floor. Mahorn could jump out before a play developed and assist.
Pippen, Davis, Paxson, Jordan, and Cartwright, and Thomas almost stole it. Was out of bounds on the far sideline. A different Piston team here in the second half.
Different Isaiah Thomas as well. Invigorated.
Chicago has not scored a field goal in more than 3 minutes. Davis pushing Lambier off.
Davis in the game. He's a physical player, good jump shooter, known to get into a few confrontations. Here, maybe one of the great floppers of all time, Bill Lambier, takes the fall.
Detroit thriving on the inside. They have not added great punch from the outside, and Paxson was shaken up when he was... His arm was locked up by Dumars accidentally and might have strained it a little bit as he was pulled free. That's the third foul on Lambier, and Paxson's fine.
Did you notice the cushion there? They didn't challenge Isaiah in the jump shot, and the defense could help out on Mark Aguirre. Isaiah's going to have to make it if they're going to go to the hot man.
Jordan. Davis puts it back.
Assist. Jordan drew that defense. Little kiss pass.
9-point Chicago lead. 6:40. Period 3. In low to Aguirre. He'll come to the free throw line.
He really plays bigger with that wide body than most post-up guys. A three-man who's extraordinary in his scoring abilities down low.
Out of DePaul in Chicago. Was the first pick by the Dallas Mavericks back in '82. Traded from Dallas to the Pistons back in February. Pistons giving up Dantley and their #1 draft choice in '91. Daly believing that Aguirre could be the final piece of the puzzle as this team battled 7 games before losing to Los Angeles in the finals last year.
And I think he's fit in because of that strength of Lambier, Mahorn, and Isaiah Thomas. Hasn't been a problem, just tried to contribute.
Jordan to Paxson, and the defense aggressively pursuing the ball, and Chicago having trouble finding shooting room now. 5 seconds, and Cartwright creates.
Nice breakdown. Turned and face. You want your big guy. Challenge the man. Be a threat.
61-52, down toward the 6-minute mark.
Little back screen looking for the mismatch.
And it's Aguirre who traveled that time.
Even that play, they were in a hurry. They didn't create the mismatch they wanted. Davis did a great job of getting back on Aguirre.
An important stretch here for Chicago if they can answer this early challenge. Maneuvering. Clears it out. Turns on Dumars. Couldn't get it to fall. Lambier off with the rebound. Thomas comes up on Paxson. Now they punch in low, and Dumars. Joe Dumars, number 4, doing a fabulous job defensively against Jordan.
Well, this job enables everybody else to play their own man. Here's that little kiss pass I mentioned. Eventually, he will draw somebody other than the man playing him. But Joe Dumars takes so much pride in playing that end of the floor. Makes him a special type of performer.
And Dumars largely responsible for that 1 of 10. But against Michael, it didn't last forever. Dumars sealing him up down low. Jordan coming around a screen, gets him into the paint. Lambier to help out, and great Detroit defense. They come out now with Dumars. Isaiah's on the right. Lambier out on top, over to the left, but they punch into Aguirre. Now they find Lambier out on top. Shot clock winding down toward 5. Dumars left alone. They let him have that shot. Mahorn couldn't put it back. Aguirre goes for it.
Chicago doubling up with Jordan on Aguirre, causing some problems for the Pistons.
And the Pistons now beginning to draw the noose. And it's at this end where they've done the job. Great team defense. Pippen gets Aguirre in the air and hit it with Lambier closing in. That's 6 points for Scottie Pippen.
Mark doesn't like to play anybody that far up the floor.
Get Aguirre low. Back to Isaiah. And Lambier will take the 3. It's 63-59. 4 minutes, third period.
The advent of the point center. Guy drifts out, pops out for the long one.
Dumars one-on-one against Jordan. Aguirre eyeing him if he came toward the paint, but he goes baseline, and foul is called as the Pistons are howling that it should be a held ball situation.
Pretty good defensive reaction. The isolation, essentially that play was 2-man with Cartwright underneath. And Michael, as he does so well, waves him out. And I thought this was a pretty good defensive play by Rick Mahorn. But the great one gets the field.
Sally returning. The Bulls have scored only 30 points since the opening period. Ovation is for Mahorn. He'll sit down with the 3 personals.
Now, you followed him from his college days, Brent. I mean, when he was at North Carolina, nobody expected him to be like this.
He was a fine player, but nothing like this.
I just think Dean Smith teaches him the game, and there's a lot more left when they get to that next level.
Davis and Lambier tied up underneath. Goes against Detroit. 5-point Chicago lead. Their biggest lead was 24 points. With 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, Chicago led Detroit 46-22. Now the Pistons have closed back to within 5, and they have done it with great defense.
Pop out.
Here's Jordan.
Simple, just a screen down by Cartwright. Great timing on the pass. If I were Chicago, I would zone up. I know it's not the word to use, but like force them to shoot the outside shot.
Offensive foul called against the Pistons. And that on Aguirre is his second.
The banging that takes place underneath the whole position